Hello, friend. Fun fact about me, I have ADHD. Some professionals say it's attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. But personally, I think the original meaning is more accurate. All directions, heading differently. It basically means my brain operates like a web browser with 37 tabs open at all times, and at least one of them is playing music, but I have no idea where it's coming from. Turns out it was just a song stuck in my head. Cool. I should really make a playlist of all the songs that get stuck in my head. That would be a great idea. Hold on. Anyway, ADHD isn't a problem, it's a gift. Some people call it a disorder, but I like to call it having main character energy with absolutely zero plot structure. I mean, it's an advanced survival mechanism for the modern world. Think about it. In a society drowning in useless information, people with ADHD are just highly optimized to absorb a ridiculous amount of it at once. Who needs a normal attention span when you can hyper-focus on obscure trivia and become an overnight expert in 17th century pirate parlance? I mean, I know more pirate slang than the Batavia had leadership problems, but after all those years spent mastering 17th century seafaring linguistics, I find out that Trivial Pursuit is not interested in my high seas pirate lexicon expansion pack. I mean, apparently they consider questions such as, what color is a giraffe's tongue? And, which animal can hold its breath longer than a dolphin? More important than, if ye be hoisting the mizzen, what line be ye pullin' lest ye wish to be flogged for making a lubberly mess of the riggin'? Though as luck would have it, I never got around to finishing the expansion pack. Speaking of which, did you know that sloths can hold their breath longer than dolphins? Which is insane because dolphins literally live in water, and sloths can barely live. These slow-motion fuzzballs can slow their heart rate so much that they stay underwater for 40 minutes, while dolphins have to come up for air like some amateur swimmers every 10 to 15 minutes. So technically, if a sloth and a dolphin had a breath-holding contest, the sloth would just be lounging underwater, unbothered, while the dolphin pops up gasping like it just lost at Marco Polo and took it way too personally. Wait, that's not what I was talking about, was it? Okay, focus, right. At any given moment, I have at least 5 projects going. Reading a book, learning a new hobby, developing questions for a new Trivial Pursuit expansion pack, starting a workout routine, and somehow, I'm also researching if pigeons have regional accents. I mean, if not, explain to me how London pigeons sound so vaguely unimpressed all the time. People say ADHD makes you disorganized, but actually, we're just operating on a non-linear timeline. Sure, I forgot to pay that bill for 3 weeks, but I also learned to speak fluent Piranha because my brain decided that casually whistling an entire conversation whilst hunting in the Brazilian jungle was a priority. Efficiency is subjective. I mean, what is more efficient than a language with no numbers, no past or future tense, no recursion, and only 8 consonants and 3 vowels? And what about impulsivity? Oh, you mean spontaneous adaptability. That's just a fancy way of saying we live life on hard mode with side quests we didn't sign up for. You call it distractibility. I call it multi-dimensional thinking, basically when your brain refuses to stay in one lane and instead decides to drive on every highway at once, including some that don't even exist. I mean, it's like reading 5 books at once, skipping chapters at random, and still somehow remembering all the important details, except for where you left your keys. So ADHD also affects time perception. ADHD and time perception go together like a broken clock and wishful thinking, technically related, but never quite in sync. This is best explained with the following principles. 1. The now versus not now time system. People with ADHD don't experience time in minutes and hours like everyone else. We operate on a binary system comprising now and not now. Now means it's urgent, you must do it immediately, and you're possibly panicked. Not now means it might as well be 100 years in the future, and it's totally irrelevant until it turns into a now. If something isn't immediately in front of us, it doesn't exist, until suddenly it's due in 5 minutes, and we're sprinting through it like a contestant on a game show. 2. Time dilation, the ADHD time warp. 5 minutes can feel like an eternity, usually when we're bored or waiting for something. 3 hours can feel like 10 minutes, usually when we're hyper-focused on something completely unrelated to what we were supposed to be doing. I'll just do this real quick. This is a statement that conjures a mysterious void where time ceases to exist. And suddenly, it's 2 in the morning. 3. The task black hole. Ever set a reminder for something in an hour? Congratulations. That task is now dead to you. It has been sucked into a time void, and your brain will not retrieve it until it becomes an emergency. This is also why "I'll do it later" is actually a lie your brain tells you. There is no later. There is only right now, or not happening. 4. The endless countdown. Some people will estimate time like, this will take about 20 minutes, whereas ADHD brains estimate time like, I have plenty of time. Spoiler, no you don't. ADHD time perception is like trying to use a clock that only works when it feels like it. Everything either happens immediately, takes forever, or never happens at all. There is no in between. Now, nothing quite goes hand in hand like ADHD and deadlines. Much like going to the barber for just a little off the sides and coming out with a completely new identity. Nothing activates my brain's God mode like an approaching deadline. If I have 2 weeks to do something, nah. If I have 2 hours left, I suddenly become an unstoppable force of nature, a productivity monster. Focus, speed, momentum, I am an unstoppable force. Wait, hold on, did I eat today? Yeah, oh no, that celery juice was yesterday. That's the last time I take advice from the queen of goop, Gwyneth Paltrow. I mean, if being defeated was a flavor, it'd be celery juice. It's like drinking blended disappointment. I mean, fool me once and all. I'll definitely be passing on the healing frequency stickers, because nothing says cutting-edge wellness like slapping a $120 sticker on your skin and waiting for the universe to realign your energy. Goop claimed these little patches were infused with NASA-grade technology to rebalance the body's energy frequencies. Sounds impressive, except for the small issue that NASA immediately denied ever being involved, and apparently rocket scientists were too busy with actual science to develop overpriced mood band-aids. So what do these miracle stickers actually do? Well, they stick. And if you believe hard enough, they might also magically extract common sense from your wallet. If stickers could really heal anything, we'd all be slapping them on Mondays. There I go again. Let's get back to the matter at hand, shall we? Hold on, my leg just fell asleep. Do you ever get that weird tingling where it feels like tiny ants? Wait, do ants actually sleep? That would make a great trivia question. Sorry, there I go again. Wait, did you hear that? No? Okay, might have just been my stomach. There it is again. It sounds like a pigeon. Oh, that reminds me, the spectrogram analyzer. I was buying one I found on Waveform Warehouse, but my credit card had expired. Oh, wait. That debt recovery claim makes sense now. I'll be right back. Bye, friend.